opened it. No worries. It's there.
Get wrecked. Okay, we're live. Alright, fuckwit 1, 2, and 3. I guess we'll go Jack first. If you want to explain your pilot.
We want to, like, put us somewhere first, maybe.
Oh shit, I didn't move you, correct. So currently... Work with me now, computer. You guys currently are at side 3.
Oh, let's fucking go.
So, of course, you know, Operation British went sideways. Sort of, it's like a few day peace period, if I'm correct. It's like 5 days in between. So yeah, you guys get, you know, a little bit of downtime from the original operation. And you guys played a bit more of like a back roll, just because, you know, someone likes to buy all their stuff instead of requisitioning it. So they're kind of like, I don't want to get rid of our number one benefit.
Well, here's the thing. We're a supply fleet. High rank because he schmoozes really well with big guys. People like him because money, and he likes people because they like him.
Very good.
Nigga lost his eye saving one of his other homies, and that other homie went and fucked off and got a high rank somewhere else. We're not worried about him. And then I got my fleet, I got my ship, or fleet, my ass. I got a ship, and I started hiring 4 expensive niggas, and the rest of them were just cheapos I could get off Dozel.
Fair enough.
Like our dear boy Joseph. Joseph was one of the cheapest pilots I could get. And by that, I mean I got him for free.
Well, you got quality out of it at least.
Oh yeah, I got you for fucking free. If you kill one enemy, you were worth it.
We can
All
only
my-
hope.
All my other fucking like guys were way more expensive.
I'm looking at you, Johan.
Hi.
So yeah, so Jack, you are the captain of really everything because you pay. You're like Batman. You're the leader because you pay for everything.
Essentially.
And
That and I've got political friends everywhere. Damn nigga, did we commit a minor war crime? Let's get it blamed on the secretary.
God damn it, Darcy, not again.
If a nigga refers to me as Darcy, I swear to God I'm running him through with my saber.
So, yeah, so essentially Big Bitch, Mr. Johan.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Essentially, Mr. Johan. Essentially what?
Oh, wait, did I say essentially? Oh.
Yes, you did.
So, Johan, if you would like to describe yourself.
Johann Leopold Krupp is a awfully German man who was born on an asteroid. He was born on an asteroid because his pregnant mother and his father were out doing testing for ThyssenKrupp back in UC, I think, 50. So, after the infant was created, they went, okay, well, we gotta make that not raised here. So, they brought him back to Essen in Germany, and lived for quite a while, enjoying their livelihoods. Johann would eventually get through classes, go through advanced classwork at a young age, thanks to his technologically apt parents, and eventually the Federation would buy out ThyssenKrupp. After ThyssenKrupp said, no, I'm not going to subsidize myself and become a part of the EFF. Why would I do that? I am a centuries-old company. Then the Federation said, okay, I'm buying your factories. That forced his parents to be poor. And you know what happens to poor people? They get sent to space. So, after they spent quite a few years as paupers, they moved into Granada and made their way through their lives. eventually forming hate for the Earth Federation forces and its cruel and unusual punishment of being alive.
Wait a second.
Mhm.
Nigga, did you say an Earth fucking Federation, like Earth Federation bought out your fucking parents' company and shit like that?
Yes.
Is there a specific company that bought them out?
Is there a specific company that the Earth Federation used to buy them out?
Yes, because literally... Okay, thank fucking God.
Why?
Because I thought you were here to assassinate me.
No.
On his bullshit, I explained that his family, the reason why he left, was because they were oppressing everybody and buying all these little companies for joyous engineering.
Could be.
That's fucking unfortunate.
So,
Luckily, I hate them too.
if Joyous Engineering's a Federation thing and they're trying to consolidate something in Europe, and Joyous Engineering is in Europe, then very likely that's the case.
I'm sorry, brother.
Goodbye, ThyssenKrupp.
You know what? Work with me, and I'll give you ThyssenKrupp back.
Good. Either way, he said, wow, Contilism's pretty cool. The Federation is mega gay. I'm gonna go join the military. He joined MIP and got sent to military school and was eventually deployed as an engineering officer. And somehow ended up here.
He likes Zeonzum Daikun. He does not like the zombies.
Classic.
Joe Kill, I'm here.
Yeah.
How'd you get here? I got told to be here.
Well, I guess that's my cue. Joe Kilgore, or Joseph Kilgore, born in space. Didn't even think about what side. Doesn't really matter.
Born in the vacuum.
He dropped out of high school, tried to work at McDaniel's, had an existential crisis. He said, fuck this, I'm probably going to join the military, see if I can get something out of it. Joins the military, instantly regrets it. Manages to pass through basic. Thought being a mobile suit pilot would be cool. Tried it out. Thinks he's okay with it. Finds an affinity with artillery because that seems like the only thing he was really good at. So he's a good shot. Didn't really graduate top of his class, but I mean, he's an extremely good shot. But once he graduated, he got put into the reserves. Got to watch the war from afar. So essentially, he's just been sitting down collecting a paycheck until he got his first assignment. And here he is.
Here's Joseph.
Essentially,
You got
bought by
the
Joe.
John Doe of the party.
Here's Joe Kill.
Real power.
Yep. Don't expect too much from him other than a good shot and yeah.
I mean, if you just kill what we need killed, that's pretty much all we need.
Yeah, he's just here. He's Joe Kill arrives, he's pretty confused as to why he's there. So it's probably gonna be the first thing that he asks his commanding officer. So yeah. That's it. That's Joe Kill.
Where do we even put you? Are you under our fucking, are you under one of our officers? Or are you under, the operator? Are you under me? Where even are you on the totem pole?
On the crew roster, he's listed as one of the lead MS pilots.
Okay, so you're one of the MS teams under the operator. Cool. So he is essentially your liaison.
Yes.
Well, but I mean, when you arrive to a new unit, the first person you meet is technically not the first person, but
You'd meet your CO.
you gotta meet the commander.
Then you probably would meet me. So why'd you buy me?
So why am I here? What is my purpose?
Your purpose is to kill, and you're here because I bought you.
Dear God.
That's about it. You had good record. You had good shot. I don't know why I'm making Southern. You had a really good record. You're a really good shot. You're really good at not moving. And you're really good at not doing anything I don't tell you to do.
Why do you sound like you're not sure what you're saying?
I'm trying to inspire the young fella. And by young fella, he's probably older than me.
Let's see here. Joseph Kilgore, graduate of the Mobile Academy.
You'll be peeking over your shoulder at the screen like, what the fuck is this guy? Why'd I buy him?
I'm not the one who's in charge of recruiting. That's your shtick.
Yeah, give me a second. I just fucking look at the screen. I'm like,
Joseph Kilgore is 24 years of age. He is skilled at long-range engagements. He's currently a petty officer in the. He was under the
I
reserve
think y'all
corps
gave
in
me
Side
that
3.
promotion when y'all brought me here.
I believe you might have been promoted
I was
before
a
this
seaman.
station. You're probably promoted before the station, considering you're put into a, well, I won't say leadership position, I'll say independent position. Those who have good shots are usually better off not tethered to the frontline fighters. Either way, he's a space noid like us, and I don't have a problem with that. Short fellow, though.
fair enough. Let me actually check. And he just pulls out a PDA. He starts typing shit, and he's like, "Oh! I hired you because we did not have a long-range unit or a skilled artillery piece. You were significantly cheaper than any of our other options, because I did not want to buy a whole nother ship."
Well, you know, that makes a lot of sense then, because I don't see any value in me other than the fact that I guess I was cheap. So that's understandable.
You're going to be more efficient than Petty Officer Pasternak. They're an engineering crew. We have 3 combat mobile suits outside of you and the commander here.
Oh, that sounds cool, I guess.
Yes, we have a proper roster, but we are still a support team. We're not one of the major operators. We're designed to resupply and reinforce areas. So, best case scenario, you only have to see combat a few times and only from the back. Worst case scenario, we die in space.
Ideally,
I
that's
die.
not what's going to happen. If you die, you're dead, so try not to do that.
He just puts a hand on your shoulder, he's like, "Don't worry, son, you're dying with me, if anything."
In my
Or
head,
you could just be alive. I still don't see the purpose of you, the captain of this ship, Commander Joyous, sorting in a mobile suit and going right into combat of your own volition.
We don't have that many suits, and I don't want to buy more pilots.
I think 8 mobile suits is pretty size. Well, we are quite a large vessel, but it was your idea to, well, it was my idea, your approval, to put those 2 Gagao-class destroyers in the other arm of the Heimdall.
Yeah, and half of our ship is empty.
9 or so mobile suits out of 15?
Yeah, I want more.
As you guys are bickering, I probably just pulled out my PDA, just looking at it, scrolling through.
You can see a crew roster and see who you're working with. You're an independent pilot.
I don't care. I'm just looking at social media right now. I don't fucking care.
Either way,
That's a good move.
I am Ensign Johann Leopold Kropp. I'm going to be in charge of you, and I'm going to be giving you directions and various helpful tidbits on where and why to shoot. All I need you to do is do it.
I give it informal 2-finger hand salute, Sixion.
Yes, indeed. Captain Joyous, is there anything else you need him for?
I look at my PDA, I look at him on his PDA, and I say, he sends you a friend request.
I just raise my eyebrow, hit the accept friend request, and keep scrolling.
How he knew you were on social media, you will never find out.
Looking at my screen, tracking his data.
It's a secret.
Either way, we're still docked here in port in Side 3, in Munzo, I believe, so why are we sitting here? I haven't heard any bulletins or anything from High Command.
I fucking just look at my PDA. Currently, we are refit requisition, last checks, and then we're supposed to get orders soon. Not sure why, I'm not sure what, but we are supposed to be deployed.
What day is it today?
13th.
It's the 13th of January.
Mm.
Right.
It checks the timeline. Where are we?
Where are we right now?
What is this 0087 you speak of?
Either way, the Heimdall is quite a large vessel, and I'm honestly surprised to see that, 8 of these were put into commission on the Xeon. I know we're hurting for ships, but I would truly think that the Pazok or something would work better. This thing is obtuse and large.
But it works perfectly for what we need. Because we need large storage space, significant travel range, we're a resupply fleet. This is probably what they had in mind.
I suppose so. What brought you to buy the ship? It's unarmed completely.
As long as us and our pilots are good enough, we shouldn't need too many arms. Besides, this is the beginning of a fleet. I intend to have a significantly larger resupply fleet that can travel Side 3, Side 4, Side 6. We bring supplies and requisitions and personal amenities, and then we make a hefty profit off of those that need them.
You're grifting.
We're grifting.
I suppose, yes, we are grifting, but I'm failing to understand how exactly you're going to resale units to our own forces. Are you talking about exchanging higher requisition rates, or what?
Here's the thing. Let me see. Through Mercedes Sinclair, who is my personal contact at Zionic, I can get significantly cheaper suits than the front lines can. I get them for cheaper, I sell them still at a discount, we still make a hefty profit so that our operations go smoother. They get cheaper suits, Zionic gets wholesale, life goes on.
Well, unfortunately, I happen to represent MIP, so I believe you will be trying to grift through me then.
You're correct, because we're gonna need a lot of weapons, we're gonna need a lot of arms, especially for you. And he just points at Joe, he's probably gonna need bigger and bigger arms. Whatever MIP can provide, we'll buy it for him.
I didn't notice.
That's
well, when it comes to traveling between the sides, Side 6 declared neutrality 2 days ago. So you can chalk that off the list. As for Side 2, not really necessary considering the operation.
Trust in me. I have been working with several high-ranking officers. I've been working with several liaisons for the different deployment zones. I believe that there will be a necessity and a need. It's about the bleeding heart of the market. I believe there will be a need, and I believe we will supply that need.
My family's been in the business of supply and demand for years, so I'd like to believe that I am succinctly aware of what you're talking about.
So you see the necessity.
Joe looks around for a couch or something.
Are we standing on the bridge?
I would imagine that you two would have been on the bridge, yeah. So, unless you would have your pimp couch, Jimny.
I'm gonna lounge on a couch and just look at my phone.
Oh yeah, Joseph. Due to the unique nature of the supply fleet, we have unique access to amenities. If you need any of that, you can purchase it through the operation center itself or through our dear friend, Krupp. Anything you need, we can get you significantly cheaper. Rearmament, redeployment, personal amenities, such as that.
Cool. Cheap food.
Pretty much. We have a lot of it, too.
Oh wait, are we actually going to be fed food?
Oh yeah, no. Hold on. I look at my Walmart list.
I guess.
I look at my Walmart list.
I've been eating my rations out of my pack in my room. Is
I
there a galley on this?
Yes.
Great. Thanks for the tour.
I apologize. Give me a second. I pull up my fucking Walmart shopping list and I send it to him. I'm like, here's what we need to pick up on Side 3. If you want to add any personal amenities or foodstuffs that you'd like the chefs to serve you, you can go ahead and request it.
Okay.
Like, we're fine.
So we have a chef then?
Yes, we have 2.
Well, I'm very easy to please. My favorite food happens to be cheeseburgers, so...
Hey, I'm with you. My only thing is, chips don't last that long, and if we're on a 6-month deployment, even if I have them in the bag, a lot of my chips are gonna go bad, so... I needed chefs.
Why don't you have, like, frozen... If we have a kitchen, or galley, take frozen tortillas and just deep fry them.
Oh no, that was the plan, that's why I have the chefs. I'm gonna be honest with you, my limit to cooking is, like, pasta and hot dogs. Like, I've never...
Hot dog, why can't you cook?
I didn't... You want me to be honest?
I would believe that would further our communications.
I never cooked for myself until I was 14, and then I joined a military academy, and they made all my meals.
Damn, we're really eating the mess hall food like that.
I've never learned how to cook.
Hey, Corrupt. I
Yeah,
walk over with my phone. Look at this. This is funny.
I look. What is it?
I thought of you.
Hans and Rune.
Corrupt is literally just in the background, just watching shit on his phone or
That's
his
just
PDA.
that's just one of our fucking random operations personnel. You just abuse them whenever I'm not in the room. You're like, they finally left. The bridge is mine. Come here, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. You're insinuating that I'm some kind of freak. Also, we have no other personnel on the bridge. The roster I have here is blank. It is Captain, Commander Jacques Joyous, and Tactical Officer Ensign Johann Leopold Krapp. There is no engineer, navigations, comms officer, or helmsman.
We do have. Oh, we don't have a ship in. Give me a second. I'll go ahead and go through that.
Yes, I'm seeing a crew roster here with the lead chef, Wilfredo Abrams.
Abrams?
Wilfredo. I think. He sounds Italian.
Yeah.
Can I
Oh,
just
give me
say,
just a second.
Jack, I love that you bought a chef before you bought a fucking navigation officer.
Yep.
Legion, I left that open for you to fill
No,
out.
I have them, but it's just funny because they're not there yet.
I just put my hand on his shoulder and I say, "You gotta understand, the helmsman, our navigations personnel, our lead engineer, that's all gravy, baby. But we gotta make sure." I don't know why I'm talking like this. That's all. I have no idea why this new personality is taking over Jack.
Jack, stop being a schizo, please. Take your meds.
Transmogrifying.
Creates a new personality.
Yeah, because I made fucking martial law, and now my brain goes, I'm like a mix between Austin Powers and a redneck. I don't know what's going on.
So, you Mr. Connection Man, is there a way we can get medicines that's normally prescription-based ahead of time?
I
Case
rebutton up my coat and say, absolutely, what do you need?
Chlorpromazine.
Promazine. I mean, I can call somebody. Give me a second.
I mean, I have a shake a pill bottle in my, under my coat. I have my pills. However,
Let me see it.
I pull out a bottle of prescription chlorpromazine.
I take it, I use my PDA to scan the barcode, and I call somebody.
I take it back and put it away. By the way, I'm allergic to soybeans. Don't put that into food.
Why the fuck would we be eating soybeans?
I'm not you. You're in command. You could say, "Oh, I love soybeans. It's my favorite meal. I would put on sides for everything," and then you would put it into deep fryer of whatever the hell you cook the foul things in, and then I would die. So,
We have a chef. You request your personal meals. I'm not deciding.
I don't know how cross-contamination works in this place. I've never heard of one of these ships having a chef.
That's true.
I've been
Actually,
on a moosai before.
You know,
That's it.
Here, while we're waiting on, let's walk and talk. While we're waiting on the engineer, while we're waiting on navigation, I know they're coming in. They're on their way. But let's walk and talk. I'll guide you through the additions. We have MS repair and general technical. What the hell is it? The fucking factory. We have an internal factory which can modify, construct, or do other things. We got a nice little galley for our chef.
Oh,
We
you
got a lot
guys
of
using
nice
the
little
bridge?
Yeah, you want to come with us to the galley? I'll show you all the food and stuff.
Oh, sure, I guess. Cool.
You're awful friendly. It's just the looks at Kilgore. It's a rag and tag, so to say.
I didn't hire him to suck up to me. I hired him to kill people. There's nobody to kill right now.
I don't mean him sucking up to you. I'm saying that you're treating, I guess, lack of a better term, like a person. My classes were very strict.
Yeah, so were mine, but I bought and paid for them, so they don't get a say.
So instead of a soldier under you, is means your pet or something. I see.
He's a soldier
I
when
ain't
he's,
nobody's pet, bro.
he's a soldier when we're in war. He's a person when he's just in my ship, though. You're a person until we're in combat.
Interesting. Well, I will keep that in mind and try not to bore you with "sir," because I believe if I stand on your blind side, you wouldn't know.
That's hateful, but
It's accurate.
it is.
I'm a tactical officer. My job is to identify weaknesses and exploit them.
I know. I might have a little periphery loss, depth perception issues.
If you can consider treating all of the men on the ship like equals some kind of benefit, then I've no problem with it. I was just surprised. Normally you would have sent him away back to his barracks, and I mean, I'm not even high enough rank to hold position in this ship. Look at the roster here. Wait a minute.
You know that aside from the helmsman, you're my second, right?
No, actually, I did not know that.
Yeah, no. The way that I've got the ship second, like, organized, the operator's it's like the beating heart of the supply line. Why would I have you be some random officer? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, you've got no lieutenants or, yeah, it's just me. I see.
Mm-hmm. For now.
Kilgore is a chief petty officer. Kilgore's the third high. No, there's a couple other ensigns. Okay, good. Because that responsibility cannot all be mine. I'm going to be busy on the bridge.
Chief, I ain't no chief.
No worries. We're getting more. You don't need.
I was a seaman just a couple days ago. I'm surprised I'm a petty officer now.
Well, Joseph. So here's the thing about you being recruited. Part of the recruitment process is you being. How do I explain this? You were a reserve, and have you ever heard of a person being promoted to get rid of them?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
To be a part of our supply line, and for me to get you for free without having to pay the requisite taxes and requisition fees, you had to be promoted.
So wait, is he a petty officer or a chief petty officer?
I'm just I thought I was a seaman, but turns out I'm a petty officer.
I've got conflicting reports. My paperwork says he's a petty officer. My roster on the cruise entry for the ship says chief petty officer. What is he?
Or maybe I'm a petty officer in a chief petty officer's position.
Okay,
Perhaps.
so part of this process was several internal documentation, and part of the Zeonic military had to be incorrect for me to get him for free.
What have I gotten myself into? Actually, I didn't. What did you get me into?
I need the help. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I can tell. You can't even identify the rank of your, what, nearly third highest pilot member? No, he's the highest ranking pilot if he's...
Technically, he's only a petty officer, but soon he'll be officially instated as a chief petty officer. On paper, he's a chief petty officer.
Look at that, 2-rank promotion coming down the pipeline right for you.
Johan is just pissed.
I like to be a part of a tight, well-oiled, efficient machine. Not some loose, flabbergasted... Whatever. I'm here now. I need to manage this.
Crump, brother. That's the reason I needed you.
Avi, really?
That's the reason I needed you.
Yeah.
I needed you to keep the ship in line, to keep the personnel in line, to keep our orders in line and requisitions, battlefield tactics, all of that. I understand that I'm a little unorthodox. I need you to help. You're my conscience in that sense.
So you talk better than you think. That's what you're trying to tell me.
Things work out better for me if I am not too rigid.
I see. Consider yourself flaccid, then. I will manage the manage the bookwork because evidently you can't.
I appreciate you. When it comes to money, When it comes to money, requisition, supply chain, I can help you with all of that. I've been schooled on that since I was able to walk.
Bookwork, not bank.
Yeah. When it comes to military accounting and all that such, I kind of slept during that. I'll be real with you.
You'll balance the checkbook. I balance the balance. I see.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Oh.
Just to...
Oh, good.
Oh, go on. Oh, yeah.
He's like, I can't say this part out loud, but here's the thing. He points out the fact that you are able to assist him with requisitions. He shows you his PDA with the documentation, and he says, "Hey, if you get me a 15% discount, I'll give you the 15% that you saved me."
Well, thanks to MIP being in the sort of middle ground between whatever it is the hell Zimit is doing nowadays and Zeonic's total control of the market, being a neutral or third party gives them leeway. So a 15% discount, I believe I can manage that, at least for general requisitions.
Fantastic. You can pocket the difference, and that enables you to work better with our team.
That's hyper illegal, but I understand.
Well, here's the thing. I'm doing the accounting. You don't have to worry about it.
Half of the human population died a week ago. I'm not very concerned about law right now.
That's fair.
Tragic.
Damn, he's right.
We should send
Wasn't
them
me.
like we should send them like reconstruction funds and see if we can get like a
Who is them?
well
All of that carnage happened in space. That's mostly our people.
You're right.
The Federation doesn't care. They'll point at the colony and say, "Watch out, they're traitors," and blow it up.
Yeah,
I
you're
guess
right.
we're not exactly innocent considering what happened to Australia, but
Oh yeah, shit. This is the galley, by the way. Leads you into the-
Yeah.
We've been walking through the halls this entire.
Several war crimes. So this is where our sandwiches are made.
Yeah,
big ship.
I'm going to introduce you to our lead chef and his little guy below him. I'll just fucking
Yeah.
walk in. Abrams, are you in right now? Are you in here?
Eh, you seem kind of like raise up from behind one of the counters.
How's our supply currently? How's our food stock?
Well, you was telling me that we were supposed to get something later today, but I don't know if it's come in yet. But I don't know. I'll let you deal with it. I trust you.
Okay, we'll get it offloaded for you. Now, I'm not sure if you've already set up like a potential menu system or what's going on. Obviously, we're going to bring you the generic military food rations. We're going to bring you a lot of external rations as well. Just regular foodstuffs.
Okay. I mean,
I'm thinking.
I know how to make a PB&J. You know what I'm saying? But
I paid 75,000 credits for this guy. He better be able to make me more than a PB&J. I will eat you.
Hey Chimney, the MS hit me macro gone.
Whoa.
It is not there.
It no work, or is it just?
It is not there.
Oh no.
I see rollable tables.
yeah, the rollable table ones worked earlier.
Yeah, but that can't be placed onto. So what's the formula for that?
Damn, we talk about sandwiches, and all of a sudden, everything goes to shit.
Nice.
That's so weird. Why is it broken and different now?
No clue.
I think I can. Well, anyway, please continue.
Okay. Well, Abrams here is he's gonna suit you all up. Basically, we're not gonna have a average. We're not just gonna have Taco Tuesday, that kind of thing. At the beginning of every week, all you have to do is check on your assigned PDA, forward what you want made, and Abrams and his boys are gonna suit you up. So make sure that you add whatever food you're particularly interested in to the survey that we're gonna send you at the end of the day. Because we got to make sure we stock enough of it. If everybody on the crew says we love burgers, we got to stock a whole fucking lot of burgers.
What do you like to eat, Joseph Kilgore?
Got mac and cheese and chicken tendies.
Huh?
Man,
He's an iPad kid.
I don't know.
Man,
Something I could just cook in a microwave. I don't care.
did your parents get into like physical altercations at Applebee's when you were a kid?
No, it was a Waffle House.
Yeah, actually.
Okay, I'm just checking because that sounds about right.
I'm kind of weirded out that you hit the nail on the head, but I just I just don't like to get out of my room unless if I have to or if I'm told to. I do got a microwave in my room, right?
Oh well, you can buy one.
Fuck it. I'm not gonna buy one. I'm just gonna head to the chow hall then, whatever they have.
I mean, they'll make whatever you want. Just got to tell them
Cool.
beforehand.
Cool.
Let's see. The
Kind
other
of a
thing
drag that I have to walk there
I think I
or
fixed it.
float there.
Someone hit me.
I'll have to refresh my page, see if it's there. I don't see a hit me button.
You have to put it. You have to go to the macros. Check hit me in bar.
Macros. Roll. Okay.
Right
Hit
leg.
roll, right leg. I'll roll it a couple more times real quick.
I got right arm twice.
Right leg, right leg, right leg, right leg, right arm.
What about you, Elvie?
Oh,
Go to the collections, toggle hit me, and put it in your bar so you can roll it.
where?
Roll 20.
Yeah, no, it's working.
I don't know why it shows at 0 or equals 0 now.
Roll 20 being dumb.
It's just roll 20 being dumb. We'll fix it later. Right now, it's still working though.
Yeah, I think so.
sign in.
Alright, anyway, sorry about that. Well, he wants the simple food, evidently, because of his childhood. I want, a very American food, and since a lot of people seem to be Americanized up
Because of
here.
my childhood.
You
Dude, I
said
just
that your
wanted
parents.
this easy.
You just said
Actually, Crump, that's not necessarily true. The majority of our personnel are not actually American. Only about 3 of us are.
I said Americanized.
Ah, fair enough.
And ever since they moved the capital of the Earth Federation down to Brazil, it sort
What
of
am I
changed
supposed to say?
things.
Hit me?
Yeah, hit me.
Yeah, hit me.
Oh, no, don't type it. Stop. Go to... Okay, so on the top where you see collection with the 3 bars,
Oh.
this hit me thing, check in bar, and it'll be on the bottom left. That's on the PDA right there. Goofy little man.
I don't see it.
So you don't see the macros tab?
It's supposed to be at the bottom, right?
So hold on, did you get to the macros tab?
Yeah, macros, and then
You see hit me?
I see hit me, yes.
Is it in bar? Checked.
No, it's not on the bottom bar, no.
No, is the checkbox that says in bar checked?
No. There is
Check
no checkbox for in bar.
Huh?
He's so basic, he doesn't even get
How about now?
Now there is one,
I
and now,
see it.
now we can get the button.
Now I see it. Now I have the button.
And
now
the
I'm
button.
going to click on it.
above.
Now I've been hit. In the left arm.
Button
Beautiful.
works again.
We are
All right.
fixed. Okay.
Thanks, roll
We are
20.
fixed.
Well, actually, I was thinking about it. I don't really need to show you the inbuilt factory because we're not really going to be working in it, and it's probably best I save that for after the engineer gets here. So
I
first,
might be working in it.
oh, you plan on? Oh, that's fair.
MIT
We'll go ahead and show
engineer.
you that. That's true. Give me a second. And he just fucking, he finally gets a phone call. He's like, oh, yes, I'm going to need at least 12 months prescription 25 milligrams chlorpromazine
A whole
And-
year?
and another 6 months of 40 milligram Dilaudid, please.
A year of my
Yeah.
this was not gonna last more than 4 months.
8 hours? I don't know.
These guys are talking on the phone. Big man.
He looks back over to you, he's like, shh. No, he finishes up his call, he looks at you, he says, no, here's the thing. I don't think the war is going to last that long, but
You're just going to resell it.
no, I'm going to give it to you, and you have a year's worth of your medication without having to pay it, or without your insurance having to fund it.
Okay.
Because your military insurance is not going to last after the war.
No, you're right. I'm just climb, not used to it.
It's not crime, it's fraud.
Yeah, climb. Whatever, it works. It's fine. I don't know who Cassilia is. I don't know who the Secret Service is. I'm not a part of this.
Yep. No worries, I've already cleared them. The Cassilia agent we're getting, he should be here too.
I see.
I have no idea who he is, but we're getting one.
Why does a Granada Monopoly? Whatever. So food's made here.
Yeah,
Where
the
else
food-
are we going?
The food's made here. I was going to show you to the MS Bay because he needs to see his suit that he's going to be operating in. I was going to
I
show
also can deploy. I have mobile suit training. Not a lot, but in the event we need advanced engineering,
you. Should we go ahead and pick you up a Zaku 1 then?
we have 3 worker types in the bay. I can just take out as one of the officers. Or
That's
officers,
fair.
pilots.
Yeah,
excuse me.
the extra engineers. I forgot about them. Oh, they're already here. They should already be there, but the head engineer, he's not here yet. Let's
I already
see.
acquainted myself with Pasternak and Headley, who was the lead pilots, because they're already going to be under me.
Yeah.
Kilgore
see.
just arrived today, so...
Yeah,
Have
show-
the names written down for the other pilots in those 2 small mobile suit teams. I just never met them. Didn't
Yeah.
really figure it's necessary, considering they're not going to be receiving orders from me unless their lead dies, so...
Yeah, they might have to move up, but it's not an issue. You can literally just designate them by their number.
Well, with the way Loom went, I don't think we're going to be losing any engagements.
That's true. You'd have to get swarmed by quite a fucking lot. These Zakus are tough.
Yeah.
Either way, let's see. I can show you to the MS, so you can the MS base, so you can go ahead and see your suit, Joe, and then I can show you guys to the internal factory. I'm trying to make this ship as self-sufficient as possible. You get with the food and the personal engineering bay and things like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
What good is a supply ship without supplies if we can maintain and manage our own, or even take wreckage from battlefields or anything like that to make repairs and or create things with this factory? I've got blueprints for MV-20 A1s and other weapons, including weapons for vessels, so I can't really argue that that's intelligent.
And
Why
that
are you the
ti-
only one in the fleet that I know about that's doing this? Are
Well,
you rich?
I have a significant funding, yes.
From your rank, or from... Is this like a business venue for you?
I have money, yes.
I understand.
More importantly, this ties back into why we specifically got the Yap. Let's say the war ends. The odds that they're going to let me, military, retired, or civilian, depends on how things go, keep an armed carrier like a I don't know, a Tive or any of the other ships. They won't let me keep those no matter what. But I could most likely convince somebody to let me keep a Yap, as it's unarmed and mostly a carrier.
Ah, clever.
But either way, that's basically what we're working with right now. I'm gonna fucking call and say, where am I? I'm gonna call somebody and say, where the fuck are my men? Where's my engineer? Where's my navigation? Are they not on board yet? Have we not picked them up yet? Where are my men?
So whoever the fuck you're calling, I'll just say you're calling up to whoever the fuck's stationed on the bridge. They call.
I'm
back-
calling God.
Oh, you're calling.
No one's
God.
on the bridge. We've established this.
I'm calling to get the people for my bridge. Actually,
So yeah, they were in train. You were told like early this morning that they were going to be there. It's around the time that they're supposed to show up. So all I'll say is you guys are doing a little bit of your tour. They eventually do arrive. You
very
get,
good.
Your helmsman is a Lieutenant Yashima Dolphin. Your comms officer is Senior Crewman Mayor Roy Bia. Your navigation officer is Petty Officer Hong Rogers. And your engineer is Senior Crewman Tad Felt.
Do me a favor. Update the crew list, the crew roster, and put that in there and put it in the chat or put it in the Legion's Folly so we can see it.
I'm reading
So I'm-
Banana Moon Pie and it is not good.
I am not going to remember those names otherwise. I need the crew roster to keep me sane.
Y'all ever had a Banana Moon Pie?
I have not.
Makes me want to hang myself.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I dropped my whole ass cock. You silly motherfucker, you could have just made that a text doc. That'll work.
Die.
Yashima Dolphin, Mayor Roybia, Hong Rogers.
Very Gundam names. I can't.
They are.
Yes.
Hong Rogers. I like this guy.
You like the cut of his jib.
I like the cut of his hong. Could be Hog Rogers for all I care.
Very good. Hog Rogers. Our engineer being named Tad really fits. Alright. Well, we'll fucking... I'll assume I call, we'll walk for 5 minutes. I'll probably get another call, and they'll say, they're here. Give me my boys. So, we will head to the loading bay, which is where we're fucking parked, and we'll go meet them. Joe is probably following us because I haven't told Joe to fuck off yet, because I keep forgetting. So, I guess we'll just make our way out there unless y'all got shit better to do.
Not really.
If you got nothing for me, I'm just gonna go back to my room.
Go ahead. We'll see you soon.
I go back to my room.
Let's go pick up my boys.
Oh, we have bunk rooms, don't we? We're an old converted, what the hell is it called? Cargo vessel. We
Yes,
don't have,
well, the UI and the helmsman have rooms, though.
Well, I don't mean personal rooms. I mean, like, not, the honeycomb system in the vaults.
Yeah, no, we're not... Well, we do have some of those, I believe.
I could probably understand it for excess crew members, but we've got bunk rooms, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's better. I don't have the schematic for this ship. It's not standard, so...
Yeah, the engineer should be able to get you that.
Okay.
Let's go meet them real quick. We should get to know our crew more personally. Let's fucking go outside and find...
Well, I already know
vehicle.
about Gilgo's childhood trauma, so it's a start.
Yeah. Yeah. Besides, I like
Who
to
touched
get...
you when you were a kid?
The spirit of Xeon.
Xeon Zimdaku.
Me too.
Me too.
You ever heard of Tyson Club? I thought so.
Personally, I haven't. I'll look into it.
You do that.
Find my dad's name on the fucking, like, just on the co-opting document. I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait.
Yeah, it's Krupp also looking over my shoulder, because I can't see him on my right side. He's looking at the document, he's like, oh! Puts a gun to my back.
Take me to him so that I may unkill you in front of him.
My dad doesn't like me.
I'll shoot you twice then. One for you, one for him.
Very good. But yeah, we'll just go out and meet our boys. It's fucking... How are they arriving, brother?
You guys are docked, so I'll just say that they're able to sort of walk on the ship.
Cool.
It's a little bit busy because now, you know, with them, you're getting all your supplies as well. It seems that Xeon kind of waited for everything to gather and then send everything. So they weren't just back and forth.
Fair enough. I mean, it works. As long as we're getting all our shit, we're good.
So yeah, they arrive. They all look like, you know, pretty average people, you know, nothing too crazy about them. You do, funnily enough, you're gonna laugh about this. Hong Rogers is taller than everyone. He's about 6'3".
I'm taller than him. Suck my dick.
I know, but compared to like
Barely.
the 5 foot, like 5 other people that are near him, he's just a yoke of a man.
I go to meet them, and then I,
Tully's the milk of Xeon.
yeah, basically. As I go to meet them, there are how many of them?
There's Yashima, Mare, Hong, and Tad, so there's about 4 people.
Very good. As we go to meet them, Krupp, as they're like getting on board, I'm like, it's good to meet you, Yashima. It's good to meet you, Mare. Hong, I've heard great things. Tad, it's nice to meet you. You see me shake their hands and hand them a white envelope. Like
they're just curious about this random envelope their commanding officer's giving them.
Yeah, it's. I'll say, just open that in your rooms. It's just a nice little sign-on bonus for coming to our nice fleet. We're gonna make this as calm and as fun for you as we can. This is gonna be a nice, productive fleet. We're gonna have a nice, productive stay. The war campaign's gonna end soon, and you're all gonna get a nice sign-off bonus once we're done.
You're making this sound incredibly suspect. Welcome to the vessel. Do your duties.
I just gave them each 25k.
Jeez.
I'm like, here's your sign-on bonus. Do a good job.
Everyone's, you know, pretty hyped about just getting a free 25k for just joining.
Yeah.
But Merritt does stop as she sort of walks up to you, and she goes, Commander, if I could just speak to you for a moment.
Go ahead. What you need?
We were told by High Command to send you and anyone else that you Shilins in now, trust to go and meet with Dozel in his office. We didn't get much info other than that.
Fair enough. Okay. Get on
I'm
board.
alarmed.
Get on board. Fill out your meal survey so the chef can cook you what you want.
Alright, they all salute and have to go do this.
I like to crop and I'm like, you're coming with me.
Why me? What did I do?
Because I'm not going alone. And I've known you for 30 minutes longer than them.
Fine. Let's go meet with the commanding officer of the entire branch of the military we're in. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. And I know I don't need to tell you this. We're gonna have to be a little bit more formal.
I am well aware of what we need to be.
I am the formality.
Of what? You're gonna cut him a check for his patronage?
Depends. I might buy him something. Oh, I'll get his wife a nice car.
His wife.
Dozel's married, yeah.
How do you know?
I was there.
What?
Yeah. Okay, I don't want to be rude about this, but I've already said this 4 times. I think you might need to get your ears checked. I'm friends with everybody. Like, even when I was 21 in military service, he got married in October. I got the invitation right out of military school. Or academy.
Why?
I was friends with his cousin's doctor.
Fuck off.
You can be friends with my cold, unforgiving gaze later. Come on.
I love it because friends in high places just keeps coming in. I'm just like, yeah, I was friend with his cousin's brother or his nephew.
His dog.
Yeah, I pay his doctor. That's why he gets free opiates. But yeah, we'll just fucking hop in my LA car and we'll just head over to Dozel's office.
Is Joseph just being left outside all alone?
Is who?
Joseph.
Joseph went back to his bunk.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear
Sadly.
that.
I mean, I would have made him meet Dozel too if he was there. It would have been funny.
I mean,
But he was smart, so he got out early.
I mean, if you want to contact him, you know, there's Gundam with those stupid built-in cell phones everywhere. Just...
You know what, give me a second. I gotta... No, there's nothing I can give fucking Dozel that he'll like. Damn it.
Just give him weights.
Some respect would do you some good.
Of course I respect Dozel. He's like fucking 7'1".
I think he's like
That is absolutely not why you should respect him.
That man could kill me with his hands.
I could kill you from your right side.
That's true. That'd be fucked up.
behind.
Behind you? No. Alright, Dozel, I brought you a dom. What the fuck is a dom?
What is this? I brought you the big Zam.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got
But
any
yeah.
high fields in it.
I'll just take us over to fucking Dozel's place.
Okay, yeah, so you come to his door. His door's closed and you can hear him talking with someone inside.
That was a
Oh.
fast transition.
I mean, we're just
it's
driving,
not-
fuck it.
I mean, you know, it's fucking Jack.
I'm not complaining.
He knows
I was just
what
like, oh,
You want to see me bribe the dude at the door?
Yeah.
want to see me do it again?
Watch, I'm gonna buy him from the military.
You see Jack look at it's 17 identical guards. He points at one, hands him a black envelope and says, "Bring this to Cassilia." Corrupts medical records.
So yeah, I mean, again, it's Jack. You know, everyone knows him, so he's
Yeah.
sort of like a myth. Just the fact that he buys everything instead of being like, "I want new ship, please."
I take care of my boys.
So yeah,
I'll get you a Lambo.
so yeah, it sounds like he's talking to someone he knows behind the door.
I'll just fucking knock on the door. I'm not waiting. I got called here.
You hear them sort of like quickly stop talking as you hear Dozel go, you may enter.
I come in, salute, and I say, "Sir, Dozel, it's just me."
I walk in, I salute, I open my mouth to say something. It's just me. I look at you.
Um,
I'm still in salute. Don't worry.
Commander Darcy, if you came alone, who is this?
Oh no, this is one of my most personal and trusted confidants. He's the operation crew of my entire ship. I trust this man with my life on my right side.
Yeah,
You just didn't go,
Ensign Johann Leopold Klapp, reporting.
At ease, soldiers.
At our parade rest.
Same. I'm just moving.
So I understand that, everyone's getting restless now. It's been about 3 days of silence since the 1-week battle, but we finally have some news. But I couldn't send a message for whatever case anyone on your ship isn't trustworthy.
Understandable.
What we're about to talk about is to stay between me and whoever you're telling your crew. Is that understood?
Absolutely. Minimal contact is understood.
So, my brother Giran and our father Deglin and a few other higher-ups of Xeon have decided that we're going to try Operation British again.
I understand. What's our same target, same plan?
We're going to be heading to Side 5 of Loom. We're going to be sending that to Earth. The exact same process, just that with the Federation weaker, it should go easier.
Sounds good. I'm assuming you would need my deployment and assistance with this endeavor?
Yes. We're going to be sending an advance force made up of most of my fleet. We are going to have you go around the moon, grab a few ships from Cassilia carrying some boosters and armor, and then you're going to rejoin us and defend/help with the installation of nuclear pulse engines on Loom.
Understood. Our engineering team is going to be perfect for that.
Precisely. I know you and your fancy schmancy little yap.
If I may, what complement are we expected to take with us? We've only got 3 Verka types. Or is this going to be provided with the ships we pick up in lunar orbit?
You're going to be getting about 2... Fuck, what are they called again? I'm trying to remember. Papuas, there we go. You're going to be getting 2 Papua ships directly with you. One of them is a complement of Zhiko fighters, plus some worker Zakus to help with installations. The other one's going to be carrying 4 nuclear pulse engines.
Are we going to be in charge of protecting the installation team or providing assistance visit?
Preferably we get it done before we're found out, but I can never rule that out. So if push comes to shove, begin helping and then move to defensive measures.
Understood.
Understood.
Any questions?
If we're performing Operation British again, will we be deploying the same measures against the civilians on the site?
Jack?
And if so, may I purchase some?
Are you trying to buy some NBC weapons?
I may be trying to purchase some highly armed, potentially biological or G3-oriented Zakus.
This is the most unfortunately patriotic conversation I believe I've been a part of. Are you sure this team is the right one for what you're asking?
I don't believe he would send only this team. We're likely one of several measures.
You got called into his office personally. I'm here with you. Excuse me, I'm speaking out of turn. My apologies.
No, you've raised a good point. Dozel, is there anything we do need to know? Are we actually the only reinforcements for this operation? Or are just the others operating in different spheres?
Well, you see him sort of like tap his fingers on the desk a little bit disappointedly, and he goes, I hate to say it, but we're going to be a little bit stretched thin if a full-on battle goes out. So you may not have reinforcements depending on how it goes on your end and ours.
Understood. I'll organize something personally then.
If push comes to shove, there's one security measure that we may be able to use, but that's up to my brother Girin.
Understandable.
He sort of pulls out a data pad, does some things on it, holds it out for you to take.
I'll take the data pad, take a look at what's on it.
You see the Jormungand on it.
I see.
So he goes... Some of Xeons still believe that ship-to-ship combat is the most effective method of battle, but with how the 1 week battle went and just how superior our mobile suits are, there's no guarantee it's actually going to be used. I wager that if nothing goes wrong on its end, it can provide long-range support for you.
Fantastic. If this thing works the way this says, this is exactly what we need. I show him the document. It's that big ass cannon from
I know the
Yeah.
Organ is.
He also just goes, it's the big fuck-off cannon.
I slowly read over it, tilting my head as I flip through the paperwork, and sort of swear under my breath. This weapon is the size of a musai.
Mm-hmm.
What's the payload? It's data, plasma, in cartridges, 300 kilometer range. This is insane. Why don't we just deploy this for the battle and wait for the Federation's fleet? Are we really banking everything on mobile suits? If this weapon is functional, why not use it?
It appears to be a prototype that's only been tested once so far.
Tozo kind of raises his hands up in a bit of a surrender thing, going, I know. I prefer naval combat, but who knows what we're actually going to be using it for. If we're not found by the Federation before we can get Loom and send it to Earth, then perfect. But if not, then we may have to use the Jormungand. I can't guarantee anything, especially if Garen doesn't want to use it.
Well, considering the range it's at from targets, ideally 300 kilometers, excuse me, it won't be anywhere near us, so we won't even know. Is this going to be fired on a danger close ordnance sort of deal? Are we going to have to worry about it? Or is it such a precise weapon that it doesn't matter?
From what I understand, I'm no scientist or engineer, but from what I understand, it requires some specific data to fire correctly, but I assume that it won't be a problem for your giant ship.
What, as a relay station?
Yes, there's small little observation boats that should be deployed with it.
Well, if we've got the range, then yeah, I could probably relay any pertinent information, provided it has to be used. How will we be informed of its activity? Are you going to send out a bulletin prior to the battle, or is this sort of a on-the-site sort of deal?
It's a little bit on the side, but with enough sort of back ways, you could say, you should be able to reach the ship Jotunheim that is dealing with the Jormungand.
Alright, well, I have no qualms with the preparation likely gone into this plan, as I have complete faith in the military. However, the Minovsky particle distribution from not only our large vessel and its escort fleets could very well double with the engagement of Federation forces, so we'd have to use laser link to communicate with anybody. And you said there'll be observation boats, so I assume they'll be acting as relay points. So, getting a line of communication might take some time. I think I might have to devote somebody to monitoring the laser line the whole battle. Or, well, operation, so to say.
Give me just a moment, sir. I got a plan. He just makes a little PDA call. He's like, yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure we can get it. I just need you to be there, okay? Okay. And he just hangs up. He's like, well, if it makes you feel better, we can get reinforcements. They have no idea of the plan, though.
Dozo just kind of raises a brow.
I just give him a big smile.
Don't you be keeping anything from me, Darcy.
I would never, sir. Anything that I know is what you know. I am but a messenger of Zeon.
I am but a messenger, a humble servant of Zeon.
I am but a humble servant, my lord. Now please let me buy a nuclear Zaku.
So he's gonna present you sort of an offer. If you and your team can almost guarantee him that you will be able to defend the small fleet that's gonna be there to put on the boosters, he will try to supply you with whatever he can.
I'm gonna come. Alright, it's done. Let's fucking go.
He's gonna be very upset if you fail, though.
Do you want to know the cool part? I still got money.
Darcy, my dear boy, do remember the Yap is very slow. Especially when bursing its own escort craft.
Let me go ahead and check something.
Okay, well, I guess I'll have to wait to find out how I know him, huh?
I pay you. That's the most close communication humans can
That
get.
cannot be it. That cannot be how it is. I cannot know you by, oops, I have money in my pocket, then... Excuse me.
Are you okay? Do you need a minute?
I shall
Lover's
endure...
quarrel, Darcy.
I shall endeavor to provide the most accurate service that I can under the name of your operation, Lord Zabi.
You smile. He goes, good. I expect nothing less from any of my men.
Of course, here's Zeon.
Now, if things do get too risky out there, and our forces are spread too thin, I will recall the Loom operation to join the main battle.
Understood. I promise you we will not fail you.
Well, if he cuts and runs the main fleet, leaving us as, out to dry, so to say, that could work in his favor because we could make a distraction to bring pressure off of Loom. We've got a large enough vessel, and if they see the big, scaly construction crew that was the reason that Operation British happened moving somewhere else, they'll likely be concerned.
See him nod and start to kind of take this into consideration.
It's like our artillery specialist said, if we die, we die. It's for Zeon. And I think potentially distracting a large portion of a fleet in order to secure an absolute victory and minimize losses at the main field of battle, I think I'd be honored. Personally. Sounds like something up your alley, doesn't it, Darcy?
Of course.
He
Quite.
kind of goes, well, a lot of the details are based on variables for the operation, so Commander Darcy, I trust your judgment, so I'm going to give you sort of your own individual command.
Understood, sir. Everything's going to go perfectly. And I put a hand on your Krupp's shoulder. With him there, I'm sure nothing can go wrong.
What do you know about me?
I wouldn't have hired you if you weren't incredibly capable.
That's what I'm asking you. What do you know about me?
Well,
You're gay?
You're my lover.
well, I know your personal medications, your religious leanings, your political leanings, your personal history with several Earthnoid groups. You've updated me on that in over the course of an hour. You've let me know more of your personal history than you probably would your therapist.
Oh my god. You're a manipulator.
That is not the accurate term.
Well, no, that's Darcy. He's not a manipulator. He wouldn't have gone to my wedding and brought me a giant bottle of champagne if he was.
I'm sorry. He's a soothsayer.
Exactly. Wait, no. Exactly, Dozel. I knew you'd have my back. Also, how's your wife doing?
Zena?
Yeah.
She's growing a bit tired of all this, but she supports it nonetheless.
I understand. Well, just let her know we're taking care of you and you'll be alright.
I will. I'll be sure.
Just a scumbag. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, give me just a second. You can continue the conversation. He's like, we already know the plan now. We're pretty Gucci, aren't we?
Yeah, as long as you have no other questions, he's just gonna dismiss you.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and deploy now, sir. We're basically ready.
Are we
Alright.
going to be an autonomous unit then from here on, or is this an operational thing?
It depends on the outcome of the operation. For now, it should be okay.
If this
Now it's just
works, hopefully there is no afterwards.
Hopefully, we just win.
You still have to deal with Luna too.
That's true. We'll get there when we get there.
It should be nothing once we take over Earth. See, I don't know... Ensign Johann, do tell me if you know the purpose of dropping these colonies onto Jaburo.
To eradicate the, so to say, head of the Hydra.
That, and to hopefully force them into a peace treaty that favors us. It's not like we want a war.
That's true, but it's almost like that the people on side 2, excuse me, Luna 2 are, I wouldn't say independent or separate from the Earth Federation, but the ground forces and the space forces are led differently. I don't know what losses that they had at Loom exactly, because I don't think anyone's done a tally yet, but if Luna 2 still has a reserve of fleets, pardon my, I would not say lack of faith, but we lost quite a few Musai.
He hates to admit it, but he goes, yeah, we did.
If they have 2 or 3 more fleets waiting around Luna 2, if we're putting our resources on dropping a colony, what's to stop them from going straight for side 3?
We do have the numbers disadvantage as far as overall fleet goes. But from what I understand and from what my bodyguard Shin Matsunage here tells me is that the mobile suits are performing almost better than expected in combat. So, I hate to say it, but we're sort of banking on if something does happen from Luna 2, then the mobile suits will be able to take care of it.
Shin Matsunaga, you say?
Mm-hmm. As he also nods his head.
I look at the man, squint my eyes, and then I'm gonna make a knowledge warfare check. You tell me the difficulty. I want to know if I know who this man is.
I'll say it's 2 No, I'll say it's 1. This is Shin here. Even early on, he was pretty recognizable.
Okay, let me refresh. Yeah, isn't he one of the top scoring aces from Loom?
Mm-hmm. My personal bodyguard as well.
I see. Well, it's an honor to be in the presence of such proficient utilization of mobile suits.
He sort of looks at Dozel if he can speak, and he goes, Ensign Johann, I can understand your worriedness about banking everything on some man-made suits, but I can assure you...
I didn't roll Destiny, fuck.
But I can assure you that, well, it may seem rough, and I admit they're a bit janky at times. I have my confidence that with enough of these and eventual time of development, that these can become truly something to win us if a war comes around.
You're right. I can't deny it, given everything I've seen. Well, I have no other questions. I have to trust your judgment. After all, you're in the position you're in because of your judgment.
I'm not gonna say that he likes the ass kissing, but he likes the cut of your jib.
I'm just speaking factually.
You're a reasonable man.
It's not like, Johan's going, you're an idiot, this is gonna suck, but okay, I trust you. If we die, we die, good sir.
Distrust won't serve me.
Dozel's gonna kind of like look into your soul a little bit, Darcy, as like this is quite a big thing that you're in charge of now. You can kind of just feel that if this doesn't go well, then war is just unavoidable, pretty much.
Wait, I know where I've seen this weapon before.
Mm-hmm.
I tap the PDA screen. Vergeltungswaffe 3. World War II. It's sort of a angular, pneumatically assisted weapon that's like it fires artillery with the usage of a high pressure pump for longer ranges. My family company, that's no more, created this weapon in World War II. This almost functions on the same principle.
Then you and our engineers should be familiar with it, and you should be able to operate it properly.
Sort of. It's sort of like a multiple... You know how a firearm fires with one charge, right? The weapon here fires with multiple charges through stages along the rifled barrel to give it more propulsion, or to keep or maintain it as it
Kind of like a railgun, but with explosives instead of magnets.
Yes, exactly so, actually. I used to make these for potato guns.
Very interesting.
But you'd use firecrackers on the little ports on the sides, and you use a pneumatic pump on the end to fire the... whatever, it doesn't matter. It's a very sound constructed idea, if not primitive. But with the inclusion of beam weaponry and the fact that plasma is a kinetic force, it makes sense.
Dozer kind of looks at you and goes, kind of wish I had you on the Jormungand now.
I've never heard of the vessel, but either way, my family history is nothing anymore. Earth Federation take care of that.
Well, Dozel, remember, this is my boy. We're a package deal. If you want him on the Jormungand, you gotta give me access to the facility.
What?
Exactly.
Want to transfer me right away, like that?
No. I want us. You know how the Jormungand...
What facility?
The Jormungand has the Jotunheim. Why not have two? Why not have this weapon protected by several independent engineering factions? It seems like a necessary feat in the war.
I think we're going to waste our Lord's time this conjecture at this point.
That's true. We're not worried about that. I've already made some calls. We've already got everything handled. We've got everything inbound. All we gotta do is perform the operation perfectly. We're ready. The ship is ready. Our suits are ready. We're ready on your order. When are we beginning, Dozel? Lord Zabia, I apologize.
He goes, no. The formalities aren't needed. We're hoping for you to deploy tomorrow to reach the moon and sort of get prepared there and make sure everything's going to actually be there. I trust Cassilia, but Granada is Granada.
I'm sure Cassilia has only our best interests at heart. We'll make it through just fine.
Good.
Just lying through his fucking teeth, just, we got this.
We don't got this.
Very well.
That's it. You are both dismissed.
Fantastic. You have a fantastic day, and I'll make sure to send a gift basket to your wife. I haven't seen her in a while.
I'll let her know that, if, the war's over.
The booze that comes in a wicker basket.
The same one from the wedding?
Ah, exactly. I knew you liked that malt.
You know me too well.
Who's the guy that's in the room with us? Is that just Gato?
No, that's
No, that's
Shin.
Shin.
Oh, Shin. That's fucking Matsunaga. I'm stupid.
Yeah, yeah, just his bodyguard just looking over like, what the fuck?
What human has ever spoken to Dozel like this? And why is Dozel okay with it? What is happening?
We step out into the hallway, and I look around for auxiliary individuals in the area. If there are people around us, I will wait until we are no longer in people.
Under my head, like, what are you?
Yeah, so when you walk out, there's some people, but, you can find a break room and use it since,
Well, I just follow him until we get into a secluded highway, and then hallway, excuse me.
I was just gonna go get coffee.
Autobahn.
Hold on, I was gonna go just get coffee in the office real quick before we leave.
I follow
Is it-
you into the office, where you get coffee. You walk up to the coffee machine.
Just whistling,
You feel-
getting coffee.
You feel cold German steel pressed up against your right side. If you continue to endanger my life by speaking to these people and bringing me in front of them when you speak to them with such impertinence, I will shoot you myself.
Hold on. You gotta understand something. Now, Lord Zabi has a fantastic personal impression of me. Now, he has a fantastic personal impression of you.
I don't want that type of PR.
You need it. It's on our ship. Regardless, he won't remember your name unless you do fantastically in this operation. This was only an opportunity for you to gain the credit and acclaim that you deserve as part of my crew.
You confound me.
I have only your best interest at heart. You may not believe me, but I'll show you through actions.
You had better, otherwise I'm not going to be so fond of being your little lapdog and walking around with such high praises about how I'm your most trusted confidant. You know everything about me. I've met you an hour ago.
What kind of creamer do you like?
I'm getting my own coffee.
Oh, that's fair.
I will pull the device from your waist and hold up a flask.
Independence is exactly what I valued.
I was poking the cold German flask into you. It was not the barrel of a gun. You're right.
I was like, I will. Yeah, correct. This is nothing I can't tell the difference between a flask tip and a fucking Naban. I'm a human being.
Whatever. This is a headache. It's all a headache. They're signing and talking about the peace treaties, it's all over the news. If we're going to do this operation, we have to do it before these things get passed, so we are not war criminals.
I know, that's why we're leaving tonight, not in the morning.
Fair enough.
I plan on getting there early. There's not going to be any setbacks.
Very well.
Alrighty. Is there anything else that you think we could need for this operation? Any suits? I've already got... I'll go ahead and tell you. I've already got a bit of reinforcements on our way.
I heard that. I don't understand it. Lord Zabi seemed perplexed, so I'm not going to bother trying to understand it. All I know is that your mobile suits are armed with weapons that I have overseen the development of. So, my only worry is our pilots. And if you trust our pilots so much, then I have nothing to worry about.
Exactly. Our pilots are fantastic. We hired them. They will never fail us. You won't fail us. You won't fail them. Everything's going to go smoothly. Because I don't pick incorrectly. And you are all the best of the best. That I could afford.
Very well. I get coffee.
Coffee's been obtained. Congrats.
Let us away back to the ship. Have you died?
Give me a second. I'm a genius and this is gonna be fun. I'm based. Okay. Yeah, no, we're good. So we'll get back to the ship. You and I will drive. It'll be a nice little drive. They'll hopefully be in their stations and all proper. We'll have the supplies that they have done with the surveys. Unfortunately, you and I didn't finish our surveys by now, so we probably won't get our nice new meals. But luckily, they'll still have burgers for you.
Yeah, I'm not hard to please.
Yeah, burgers and like normal meals will be okay with you. I'm a bitch ass, and I do like some chicken tendies, so me and Joe will get along. But more importantly, we get back to the ship. I'll go ahead and tell everybody we're going to be leaving dock tonight at around 7 p.m.
No one has
Alrighty.
any problems with this, unless Joseph does.
Joseph is probably asleep.
Joseph is watching Hello Kitty on his iPad.
I'll just let them know. Just as standard procedure, gentlemen, I'll just be talking through the comm officers through the fucking, the comms. Just to let you know, gentlemen, be prepared as though this were a military interaction. Everything should be okay, but always be prepared.
Who the fuck gave this Gym 3 cancer?
Some of the bridge is confused. Are we going to combat levels, or are we just on watch?
Pilots ready at MS.
Okay. That is transmitted for everyone to hear unless they're asleep.
Which means, my dear boy Joe, you're going to have to be in the MS hangar for a little while. Just in case. And then we're going to go ahead and take off. And I'm going to send a transmission to Dozel real quick to get full clearance just to make sure he's okay with it. And say, we're going to go ahead and head off early to make sure there's no detours or delays.
Yeah, he's totally fine with that.
Sounds good. Want to make sure we do a great job for my dear friend.
No, shucks.
Aw. Buy me a drink.
Oh, my sister, I said, huh?
I fucking love Dozel.
He's Chad.
True gamer.
What a gamer. So yeah, unless Manny or Leo have anything, then we can get moving.
I stand on the bridge at my station.
You have endangered me 19 times in the hour I have known you. Danger is just a misspelling of opportunity.
Shut up.
What difficulty is it to get to Moon faster of a pathfinding space check?
I'll say 2 difficulty. Everyone's gonna be a little bit tired since you're leaving at like 7, so...
Plus, remember, navigation personnel will help you out, so you'll get a fucking blue.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the purple didn't show up. It doesn't matter, I get a triumph. We get there in half the time.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, so then, yeah, it's really like early fucking morning, you know. You guys just zoom past. You guys are going to be semi-docking with Granada. You're not like fully going in, you know, things are being loaded or unloaded. You're just kind of waiting to get word.
We're directed to an area where probably the Papua are.
Yep. You see 3 instead of 2.
I just look at Krupp and I'm like, everything is as it should be.
My main concern is that the most warship we have are 2 Gagaos and 4 supply ships. One of us could even be considered a cargo hauler rather than a supply ship, a freighter.
Yes.
If we don't... Alright, well, so long as we don't run into any fleets, we shouldn't have a problem.
No worries. We're all good for now. Let's go ahead and get these cleared. I'll go ahead, make sure we get permission. I'll call into the fucking comms office and make sure we get permission to go ahead and offload them and take them with us to Papua.
Yeah. You do get someone to come down and just sort of officiate everything. You know, it's everyone's favorite Makuve.
Well, Makuve comes out, I fucking see.
Shoots him immediately. He kind of looks at you and he goes, "I'm assuming you're the Darcy I heard of."
Absolutely. And I'm assuming you're... If I'll fucking look at him, what is the check to identify this wonderful being?
I'll say 2 difficulty, because he hasn't done too much at this point.
Hoggers, Krupp, help me.
Fine. Supporting data. 1 moment. What is the difficulty of the check?
2 purple.
So roll yours after I roll mine. I use the supporting data support craft action. Nice. You gain 1 hit. No, actually, you don't. You gain nothing. I have no idea who this is.
You know what I just realized? Hold on. Are you're standing beside me, right?
Yeah.
You get 3 autos. You get 3 automatic success.
Okay, you get 1 success automatically. So
I'm gonna. I hold you next to me. I'm gonna come. No, I don't do that.
I'm afraid.
Even with all that, I almost failed.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. I look at him. Oh, Markove, it's fantastic to finally meet you. I've heard quite a lot.
I've heard things about you too, Mr. Darcy. It's nice to see a fellow rich man in Zeon.
I just hand him a fucking black I just hand him a black envelope, 50,000 EF, and I just say, for your personal, historical expenses.
You know me too well. It's gonna be like your catchphrase now.
I step off to the side and try to become a statue.
You're like, I don't see it, I don't see it, I'm not real, I don't see it. If I don't see it, it's not real and I can't be court-martialed.
She looks at you and he goes, everything is as ordered, especially the last-minute requisition that you made just a few hours ago.
Greatly appreciated. I'm surprised it came here so fast. But that's perfectly understandable if you're at the helm, Markove. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to anger Lady Cassilia and by proxy Zeon, so we got it here lickety-split.
I'm playing a fucking manipulator. That's my whole thing.
I'm used to you, so I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah, so can they. They can hear.
To God, I never hear Major General Makave say, and I quote, "lickety split" ever again.
Lickety split. Oh, he's using. He's my dear friend. I've given him a gift to show my friendship. He's using my colloquial terms, like lickety split.
Like, one of his shticks is that he just makes everyone start saying random words.
I'm giving everyone brain rot.
Can't wait for Garen to walk up here and go, "Sub G," and just fucking fist bump him.
No, you can't. With Dozel's understandable. Dozel's a nice person. Here's the thing. I'll say this. Garma might like me because I'm nice. Dozel will like me because he likes everybody. But if Garen walks up to me and is like, "What's up, homeboy?" and then we get like a secret handshake, I'm gonna cry. I can't. Dozel liking me already like makes me flinch.
Yeah.
I love him.
So while you're here at Granada, they do have a bit of extra stuff to spare if you wanted to purchase anything else with your vast amount of money bags.
Fantastic. I look to my dear boy. Like, is there anything you think we should purchase? Any ships you think we should bring with us to assist us with our arms?
Outright purchasing ships right now. You've got the funding for that, and crew.
Well, I can get the crew as an attaché. Yes. Well, it depends. How much? Where the fuck is the Musai? Musai. I can get us a Musai.
I don't believe one Musai is exactly. I mean, it's better than what we have now, but it itself will have no escorts. You need to buy mobile suits and pilots for it as well, or 2 other Musai, or Gagaul, or.
Actually, let me do the math. Let me do the math real quick. With additional reinforcements and personnel.
I love how, like, all this big serious shit's happening, and just Manny's just...
Yeah. Can't wait till Manny gets out. His first attack is like 9 crits. And he's like, I'm going back to bed.
Literally what I will do.
Very good. Very based. Okay, actually, I've rethought it. I don't think we'll need any additional arms. We've got quite a good bit with us.
At the moment, the larger the fleet we encounter, the larger the fleet we bring, the more likely we are to be encountered.
Exactly. That's why I say we should bring exactly what we have right now. I believe we're amply armed now.
Very well.
Because, yeah, no, you guys have about fucking, what is it, like, 4 Zaku 1s. You have about 6 worker types, counting yours. 3 commander types. Sorry, 4 technically. Counting both players and NPCs. Ships, the pulse engines, and then the Yap and Gagals.
We got quite a lot. This is a nice little cargo. Alrighty. Well, I guess if that's the case, I'll just give Makuve my fucking... I'll tell Makuve to give Cecilia our regards. And I'll just say, it should be time to leave now. We have, of course, an operation.
I won't hold you any longer. Sigzion and glory to your operation.
Sigzion and glory to your collection.
My boss.
My balls. It didn't even sound like my boss. It sounded like my balls.
My antique balls.
He's like, you're sucking me so hard.
Oh, the suck off. It's real. All right, yeah.
You can't do me like that, Leo. No, look. Hold on.
So yeah, they load up last minute things, and since you're technically early, you can just leave immediately and get there earlier than everybody.
Shit yourself. Yeah.
There was anime titties.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and leave. No worries. We'll go ahead and detach.
Okay. So you guys are going to detach, and are you just going to go to side 5 and start doing this, or are you going to stay in the area of Loom?
I'm thinking. We know that we're supposed to be there. Do we? We've already gotten the documents. I'll look to Crump. Crump, when were we informed that the operations would be starting?
Which operations? Ours or the actual attack on Loom?
Both. I want to make sure they're timed appropriately to give the utmost advantage.
Scrolling sound effects.
The
Battle of Loom is scheduled to begin the eve of the 14th or the morning of the 15th, depending on what arrives there.
Fantastic. He walks over and puts a hand on your shoulder and just says, now, would you be so kind as to create a navigational course that would lead us away from any likely or unlikely Federation personnel during these operation times? Please.
So, alternative travel to Side 5.
Correct. Since we have the free time, I would like to take a safer route.
Well, judging on the orbit and the Lagrange points that Side 5 orbits next to the moon... Let's see here. How fast are you speaking? How safe are you speaking?
Quite safe. I'd like to not be engaged.
So I'm going to be taking some kind of path that is otherwise unrealistic.
Generally.
I see. What difficulty?
They wouldn't expect this.
I'll say a difficulty of 3 for this, because the feds kind of haven't been doing much, and you guys haven't been doing too much recon. Kind of like today was the recon, but you guys want to go early.
10% faster.
Oh,
Okay.
truly ball. Oh wait, you remember you have the 3 auto
20%
hits.
faster. Oh, I do. 25% faster.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Or 25% faster on a long route. So if we're taking a route that takes, say, double the time, it'll only take 75% of the time.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So I'll still say, you guys are...
Well, we got here like a day early, so...
Yeah, so if you guys leave now, you'll still be at Loom early.
Yeah, we're still schmoving, and we get there hopefully safer. I don't want to meet enemies before we schmoove on them.
Fair point. So you guys head to side 5. You do notice that there's barely any ships on your radar. There are some that pass by, but they've done really nothing outwardly to do anything, really. None of them have been watching you either. They've just been kind of coming and going. Mostly because you're civilian and supply ships.
Exactly. If we looked armed, so I was like, we shouldn't bring anything that makes us look armed.
So if you guys aren't going to set anything up,
This is so fucked up.
correct.
They think we're just carrying random shit.
It's a Yap. Look, guys, it's a civilian carrying ship. How cool. Why is it shitting out Zaku's? What do you mean?
On the record, we've never identified ourselves as civilian, and we have never been accosted and asked. So this is not false flag operations. We are in service on military ships.
Exactly. They just haven't bothered to ask, right?
No.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah. And I'm just like, exactly. You're getting it. It's working. It's
So are we waiting for Side 5 to orbit into a certain point before beginning to attach these things, or are we going to pretend to be doing maintenance?
I'm gonna use a white destiny, and I'm gonna use my hoodoo new type shit to be like, which would be more advantageous to me?
I would say the further it is into Xeon territory would be better for you. It's gonna take a little bit longer to get to Earth, of course, but the closer it is to your territory, you know...
The easier it is to defend.
Yes.
Alright, then I guess we'll wait until it's in a proper orbit, and we'll also, if we get any Xeon communications, or any Xeon ships in the area, we'll communicate our timing so that they can take advantage of it too.
So yeah, since you guys, again, are here earlier, and you're a little bit further back than sort of predicted, you see a Jotunheim ship.
Cool.
Captain.
Moderators, they hail you. Something finally hails you.
Captain,
Yes.
what are we doing about the populace inside of the colony?
I have a solution for that.
The final solution?
Essentially, we're not going to worry about them.
Ah!
I see.
I see.
It's dropping regardless. They can't. I mean,
He can't
I won't.
stop.
So your for real on got going to right now say, well, you know, they were really upset about the chemical weapons used in the first one, so how about this time we let them burn through the atmosphere?
Yes, this is immensely more humane and exactly what they requested. I'm listening to the peace talks on podcast.
Stop listening to Joe Rogan, please.
This is exactly what they're requesting in the peace talks. We're giving them what they've asked for.
No more chemical weapons. My God. Okay, everyone dies.
You can kind of see some of the bridge crew are uneasy about just, you know, not even warning anyone if they wanted to leave.
That's the point I'm going to make. Why don't we at least, if not for the sanctity of the operation, why not inform them that you have one chance to leave within this amount of time? I can try and jam extra-colonial communications if you wish.
Oh, I absolutely plan to. Give me just a moment, though. I have to negotiate with our allies. I'll just accept I'll motion to the comms officer to accept the communication from the Jotunheim.
You see, I'm assuming you've seen Igloo.
Yeah.
Alright, so you see, Lieutenant, Colonel Martin Proschow, as he goes, I believe this is the Heimdall.
Correct. I don't know why I'm talking like you. Correct.
Good. We were informed by, Girin that we were supposed to be providing some form of assist to you and the possible upcoming battle.
Correct. Your actual position is to maintain the, and I just like kind of, I motion to Krupp to DM them, hey, you're supposed to be doing this, because I don't want my bridge crew to know about the fucking, what the fuck is it called? The Jotunheim? Not the Jotunheim.
Jormungand.
Jormungandr. I don't want them to know about the Jormungandr until it fires.
Tick a tack, bing.
So he reads it as he just gives a nod. A more general nod, not something to indicate anything to your crew, as he goes, well, I suppose since, you know, we're both technically civilian ships conscripted for war, I suppose we have some time for scouting as well, as Loom begins to rotate.
Correct.
I might disagree. Your ship's armed. I can see the mega particle beam cannon jutting out to the top of the hull.
He goes, shit.
Yes, we're actually the only unarmed ship here.
Wait.
We're all unarmed. All the Papua-class ships have anti-air weaponry.
Correct, we don't even have that.
Commander, if I'm not being too rude, are you completely unarmed?
No. The ship is outwardly unarmed. We have quite a significant carried personnel of MS.
We have a complement, but we don't have actual armaments on the exterior of the vessel. If we get swarmed by aircraft and do not have the ability to launch mobile suits, we're fucked.
That's the benefit of having the Papua with us. They can also strike down the incoming
I'm providing
saberfish.
my tactical analysis, sir.
Of course, and I greatly appreciate it. But the specific mission of the Jotunheim is, as far as I'm aware,
What was relayed?
exactly.
Yes, you're to remain outside of the direct operation and stay within range of your project.
Correct. Also, go ahead and I'm going to be sending a minor escort with you, and my special Papua that I ordered, it's going with them for now.
Okay. I'll shove him.
This will function as a escort for you in case anything goes wrong. We want to make sure the unit is completely operational when it's necessary.
Oh, well, we appreciate it, since all that we actually have is just the ship and the Jormungand, so this should help if anything were to sort of break through the front lines.
Exactly. I want to make sure that I'm reinforcing you so that you can reinforce us. We're all helping each other here.
Wait, your ship is not equipped with mobile weapons?
No, we're really just testing the Jormungand. We're not directly entering conflict.
I see.
Is that a problem?
No worries, Krub. They'll be armed now.
My concern is for your safety, not your participation.
Well, now with the extra ship and mobile suit complement, I do believe that we should be fine.
Exactly. I'm helping someone in a similar field. You'll be okay, we'll be okay, and we're all going to deploy properly. Everything will be fine. I don't know why I'm repeating myself. Conversation long.
Yeah, so he gives you a salute, and so he gives you the time, which is just right before the operation starts is when they're supposed to set it up, because they have to set it up by hand.
Uh-huh.
Well, actually, now that they have mobile suits, technically those can help, so that should expedite the process just a wee bit.
Yep.
But yeah, so they kind of take their position, just look non-conspicuous.
Are you having doubts, Krupp? Are you having second thoughts?
Yeah. I turn around and tick attack on the console for a moment and turn my attention over to the left. Ah, Roy B.
Yeah?
I'm going to need you to transfer the intercommunications to the vessel to my station.
Sure, I can do that as she starts tic-tacking.
Attention all mobile suit teams, be prepared in your berthing bays for potential upcoming conflict. Sturm Pioneers, you're going to be moving to assist with the construction that will be implemented by the accompanying Papua fleet. As for you, Grenadiers, you will be protecting them in case of any conflict. Please do try to keep any and all fire away from the colony. Click.
Joseph, were you awake to hear that?
Alvi.
I see.
I think he fell asleep.
Probably did.
Benny.
Manny, brother.
Artifact.
Okay. Oh, you're back. Okay, cool. You fell asleep for a second.
For a second I was like, he really
wife.
got into character.
I did say I was going to be back.
Just bring
in
it
a
back
bit.
with the grilled cheese.
Okay.
That was just perfect timing because I explained everything because I thought you were here and then I'm back.
Yeah.
Damn.
We didn't hear you when you'd said you'd be right back.
Oh,
Sorry.
my bad.
It's fine.
Essentially,
You're
I said
good.
all mobile suit teams to the mobile suit deck, get ready in your gantries. Pioneers, you're going to be, helping with the setup and construction of such fortifications for the colony. Grenadiers, you're going to be protecting them in case of any conflict. And, of course, don't shoot the colony.
Yep, we need it intact. I'll mention over the comms once he's done. I'll just use my comms. I'll say, mild reminder. I just want you all to know that exemplary performance will be rewarded with monetary compensation.
Capitalism,
Sig-
baby.
Work well, work hard, Sig Xeon.
Joe is not any more motivated than just being able to do his
I
job.
didn't expect so, but still.
Is he done yet?
It'll motivate our boys, hopefully. They like money.
Money.
I'm gonna end up putting my dudes in such dangerous situations, they start hating getting paid.
Listen,
every time I
the
get-
5
every time I get a
million was
paycheck.
nice, but why is Amuro inside the ship?
Yeah.
Get him away from me.
I've got a bunch of like right-wing death guards guarding Amuro,
What
and
am I
I'm
gonna
like,
do with this nuclear weapon inside a civilian colony?
so if I detonate this, I go with it. I'm like, yes, and I'll pay you well. Yes, sir, hoorah!
Checks out.
For the 50K! So yeah, so you guys are just gonna wait. It's now further back than it normally is. And since you're not setting up early, correct? We're not doing anything early.
I mean, we got here early, and we've been prepared for hours. I don't know, like we're just waiting on time. We're in the optimal place. We're in the optimal position. We're basically just like ambushing side 5.
So, I can move you guys to the map that I've prepared. So, eventually you do begin to get more blips and blips and blips of ships coming. It's like a little bit later that you see more of like a conjoined team from Granada coming by, sort of like what you guys did, but you guys went a little bit early since you're carrying all the special shit. As communications all begin to get set up, and you should be able to see everything I have here, correct?
Be sure to put our tokens on the sheet.
I'm
on the-
retarded, correct?
Fuck is that thing in the upper right-hand corner?
That's the Earth for dramatic effect.
Ah, very good. We gotta see it so we know what we're fighting against.
Fuck you, Earth!
No, he's gonna enlarge the Earth the closer we get to it.
Yes, it's a set piece to show you.
Let's fucking go!
Dude, I'm telling you, when I used to run my games, they were extremely immersive.
Let's crash with it!
We're going to Java, boy!
The Earth is getting bigger. The
I
Earth
want
is
it.
getting bigger.
I want him to zoom that in until I can see my own house!
All wrong, Kilgore. We're getting braver.
You're all getting paid more!
As you're entering Earth's atmosphere, all you is hoorah! Hoorah!
Keep fighting until Xeon victory is assured.
Fight until my wallet is dry, boys!
Oh god, Yosef. Yeah,
Big boy. It's like boobies.
So, so you should be able to see the 4 nuclear pulse engines, the JICO team, and the other worker squad.
Mm-hmm.
So, sort of thanks to you guys, in a roundabout way, creating the front line, the Jormungand was able to also set up like 10 minutes early. Wasn't much, but it's operational now, and they should be good.
Darcy and Kilgore, your tokens aren't set up.
You're correct. Give me a second.
Yeah, no, I'll give you guys a minute.
What the fuck is it? Green. What the fuck is
fine.
green?
Top, Leo.
Green. Oh, green is strain.
Yep.
Red is HP. Okay.
And then the bottom one is, I believe, mobile suit.
I don't see my bars.
Oh, wait.
Where's our bars?
Did I give you... I gave it to control of the right person.
Give,
Yeah, there.
give,
Oh, you need to put the, you also need to put... If you click the cog,
Alby,
Manny-
because you didn't
Yeah.
put the end values.
They don't have a max.
What?
If you click the
Currently
cog...
16 out of nothing.
Manny.
I got it, hang on.
Caveman, we need to help the caveman. Somebody help.
There we go.
Okay, so the
Better
operation...
track your fuel, Mr. Joyous.
Let's fucking go.
So yeah, as you guys are setting up your tokens, would you like to deploy anything slightly early? Operation is about to start in like 15 minutes.
If that's the case, let's go ahead and deploy. I looked at Krupp. I'm like, tactically, here's my idea. We deploy Maris to go ahead and protect them. We deploy our engineers to go ahead and assist them and keep them, healthy and upright. Myself and Joe will go ahead and deploy. And do we deploy the Gagool?
It takes a long time to deploy them, so yes, we'll deploy them early. You know what? No, shut up, sit down. What we're doing is we're going to deploy the Maris team to be forward observation units to keep an eye out for any encroaching threats, so to say. Darcy, you will be deployed in the intermissionary region so that you have a sort of view of every aspect of the battlefield. Mr. Kilgore, you'll be deployed. I mean, you very well may, if you wish, stand directly on the top of the gap because your weaponry surely has good range. And the engineering team, led by Alexander, will be moving over to support the other worker team to install the nuclear pulse engines and armor. That's the operation plan.
Sounds good. The only command I'm going to give you is the enemy's probably coming. Kill them all.
General quarters. All hands man your battle stations. Set all weapons to condition 1. Prepare for hard contact.
Deploy mobile suits.
Mr. Joyce, how the fuck did you get through military academy? I didn't. My dad bought it.
Is there a catapult, or am I just...
Yep, we bought a catapult.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
This shit is
We get-
fitted.
We are. This is probably the most kidded start we've ever had.
The catapult leads out to here.
What is the check I need to use for a catapult?
Piloting.
Piloting check. Piloting
Think of-
space.
Think of catapult as double time, but it starts at 5.
By the way, because you're next to me when you launch, you get 3 fucking automatic success.
God.
Oh. Dude.
That's my entire character. If you're near me, you get buffed. You get buffed to hell.
Go to
And
hell.
then...
I'm not very good at things myself, but I make you really good at everything. So I need to be in the center of the battlefield with all my friends.
Alright,
Essentially.
what's the difficulty?
2.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't mean to roll. Whatever.
That is 3 hits with fucking 5 advantage.
Hey.
So yeah, that's another 7 range bands if you want.
Cool.
Jesus Christ.
Where are they coming from?
No idea yet.
Yeah.
No idea yet.
If you want a general idea, they'll probably come from around the Earth's direction.
Well, remember,
Toward Earth,
remember, catapults go in one direction. Homie, you're going.
Oh, so I have to go in that direction.
You can go like if you, so long as you move like this, you can start of like move out in a conular pattern, but you have to start like out, if that makes sense. You're in a straight line up till range 5. This isn't feet. This isn't my map.
Yeah, I remade one of these. Hold up.
I got
I got you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Best. Oh, sorry.
All right.
And then I think once you're at 5, you can start drifting.
Yep, once you're at 5, you get to go any direction 7. Alright.
Very good.
Alright, Joseph, you can stand on the ship. Leaves. Alright. I understand.
He doesn't like you.
Let's see. What's my fucking piloting? There it is.
Commander Darcy, you are cleared to launch.
I'm on my way. Wong.
Oh wait,
guess.
that was a maneuver, right?
Well,
Oh.
no, it was nothing actually.
Oh, nothing.
Catapult.
Oh,
It's free.
okay.
Catapult launch is free.
Also, so combat hasn't started, so we're not doing the.
Nope.
Okay.
So what the fuck does a crit get me on launch?
Max speed, no fuel launch, no fuel used, but you're on a ship where catapults don't make you use fuel anyway, so.
Sick. I'll just go here. Because that puts me... puts me in range. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm in the right range.
Alvi, in the general rules, you might not have seen it, but all kinetic weapons that have an artillery mode count as in artillery mode in space without the deficit. So no matter what, your rifle right now is planetary medium,
Okay.
which is 15.
That's only if I'm in artillery mode.
But if you're in space, you count as an artillery mode
Oh, okay.
with no deficit.
Space is really good for artillery.
Okay. I'm gonna be asking exactly what is planetary medium,
15
15.
range bands.
15 range bands. Okay.
Anything at or within 15.
So you can shoot not the Earth, but basically everything. With you being in the center of the map like that, you can shoot essentially everything.
Okay.
Do you want to move the ship to where it's like blocking the Federation from attacking our boys?
I'm gonna leave the ship here because if our Papuas need to, they can get behind us and egress.
That's true. Alright, well, I guess we're set up.